My name is Graham Honeycutt, and I'll be doing a project on Impressionism style of art. Impressionism comes from France in the late 19th century from a group of young adults who are kind of paving a new way of art for France. They are trying to capture like everyday scenes of someone's life and make it into form of art. And they use like very light colors, and it's never anything fictional. It's always something that's happening in real life. So like for this one is called A Sunday Evening, and it's just a bunch of people at at a park. So it's kind of hard to see, but as you can see a dog, you see kids, and you see parents out there with their kids, and they really try and emphasize the shadows of the trees from the sun because they like to see the changing in light and how that affects everything around it. So yeah, that's called A Sunday Evening. What is Impressionism? Impressionism is unique because it's characterized by like small thin brushstrokes, and it, like I said, it tries to emphasize the shadows and the sun going down and the time of day so people can recognize what's going on. And they called it Impressionism because they aren't trying to mirror what's going on in that picture, like in someone's life. They're trying to give an impression of it. So it's not like they're trying to put exactly what it looks like, but they're trying to give an impression of what they see within someone's daily life, and they paint that on that. So they also it's never very detailed. It's always just like outlines of everything. Like no one really has a very detailed face. Like the dog isn't very detailed. It's just like it's lots of different colors shaped into one, and it's just like a snapshot of something. It's not like you look at it for a really long time and you put every single detail. You look at it for a quick second and they paint what they see. Like for this one, it's hard to see again, but this is Venice. This is Venice, France. And as you can see, you see the boats in the water and like the canals within Venice. And you can see all like they try and make it as vibrant as possible. Like make the picture look like it's alive and make it look like it's a camera, like someone took a picture of something. So you can see all the street lights and you can see the people standing outside. Sorry, it's hard to see, that's an old picture, but you can see the night sky, and yeah, it's just like they're trying to bring the picture to life. Make it seem as realistic as possible without trying to mirror what's happening. They want to make it their own way. So, the original Impressionists were named Claude Monet. His nickname was the father of Impressionism. And he was born on November 14th, 1840 in Paris. So there wasn't very much information on Claude Monet, like and his upbringing and stuff like that. So I just used it. I just thought about like him growing up in a small townhouse in France, and you know he met his soon to be wed Camille. I can't really pronounce her last name, but the father did not approve of them, so he was kind of on his own, or on their own at least. And Monet was not an immediate sensation. Like he wasn't, his first piece of art wasn't, oh, he's the new big thing, or he's going to be a global sensation for everyone. It was more of like he grinded and kept going and not giving up. He was at a point of where he was going to give up and just take a normal job as something. But his piece of art he made a self-portrait of his wife Camille that really he put in a show, and it truly skyrocketed him because he was changing the way of art because he's the father of Impressionism. So, he was using like light colors, the small unique brushstrokes, and it was just something that no one's ever seen before, because this was like a picture of someone's life, like her life and herself, and it just really skyrocketed him to make him a big thing, and he was a phenomenon for people, and he was praised by all the people who were looking at all of his art and realizing that he is really something beautiful, and it's amazing. Like this, you can see all it's a very vibrant picture, and it's not super detailed. Like it's just like outlines of the castle, and it's not like, oh, you can see each window or something. It's like it's an outline of everything. So he's just trying to make it as vibrant as possible and really bring a picture to life without having to put every small detail. Like if you look at it, it's just like a snapshot. Like you look at it for 1 second and then you put it on a piece of paper. It's not like he looked at it for weeks and weeks and studied it and everything. Famous impressionists. Sorry, it's a lot. I'm not going to be reading it, but you have Edgar Degas, who was he's a different form of impressionist. So, what's his name? Sorry, Monet. He would do pictures of like people like in their normal life, but Edgar Degas, he really focused on. He didn't really care about the techniques. He kind of just did what he wanted to, but he focused on ballet dancers, and he just really enjoyed like the beautiful art of ballet. And so he was also a father, like he was one of the founding fathers, I guess, for his form of impressionism. But he created like he didn't use the very bright colors as Monet did. He did like dull colors, but they were also like they were vibrant in their own way, and he also brought his pictures to life. So I'm going to show on the next slide one of his more famous ones, of course. He kind of wanted to like give you a glimpse of what they do and how they dance and stuff like that. Like this, like it's not very colorful, but it's just like a picture of their ballet room, and it doesn't use very vibrant colors. It's kind of it's kind of dull, but it's also beautiful in their own way, and it pops out to you because he uses more details on their faces and stuff, unlike the other guy. And his isn't really like a snapshot. His is like he really looks at it, but it's still impressionism in its own way because of the same brush strokes and stuff like that. So impressionism affected art for years and years. It's still affecting it now because they had a movement after impressionism called post-impressionism, and I don't know if it's a famous guy or not, don't really know this guy, but Vincent van Gogh, he was a very famous post-impressionism artist, and he created Starry Nights with the impressionism form or style, with using some impressionists, artists, and other of his own. So as you can see the cut off brush strokes, but his is super vibrant. And in the post-impressionism, they used more detail, and it wasn't really like a snapshot, but they used the same form of brush strokes. But with the big stuff, it was kind of, and it's just very vibrant and very beautiful, and they love watercolors and post-impressionism. So that is my project, and thank you, Mr. Chad.